Hey, welcome back to Diablo 2 Resurrected as the Necromancer. In this episode, we're going to go on through the Frigid Highlands and try to rescue all of the barbarians that have been trapped and kidnapped and tortured and all of that fun garbage. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. Last episode was a super fun time. We died a whole bunch in the last episode, so this is going to be great. Those spear cats went to a T-pose there for a second. That was kind of weird. But it is what it is, man. Sometimes weird things are gonna happen. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our corpses, skeletons raised up here. Get started with all of this craziness. Get the video actually underway for realsies. Hopefully not get bogged down by enemies that are behind us. But you know what? That's totally fine, because I can raise up my skeletons by fighting the enemies that are behind us. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do, is raise up my skeletons. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do, is raise some skeletons. Now let's go ahead and explore the Frigid Highlands. This place is going to be total hell. I am not particularly looking forward to having to do this, but it is what it is. Sometimes you just got to do weird things. And the weird things you got to do are destroying the world and everything inside. Eldritch the Rectifier, extra fast and spectral hit. I definitely feel like Decrepify is probably going to be more useful here with all of these Vile Archers that exist here. The Vile Archers, they deal fire damage, which is very, very interesting. Very interesting and very annoying, if I do say so myself. Which I certainly do say so myself. There's no doubt about that. I will take both the Avenger Guard and that healing potion, and the War Staff, because, you know, I can sell all that. I might also be able to sell this chainmail, which I think I am going to do. Hold on a second. Is there anything that I can get rid of? I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. I don't really need that dexterity. I've got plenty of dexterity right now, so I'm really not all that concerned. Can you guys please fight off these Vile Archers rather than let them just completely annihilate my skeletons? That would be much appreciated. I would be much appreciative if you actually made an effort to kill off these Vile Archers. That would be super nice, and I would be very, very happy about it. Alright, let's go ahead and head back to town already and sell all this crap. Since we already have a full inventory, we might as well sell this stuff. There's nothing keeping us from doing so. So let's go ahead and do such things. Can sell that for $89.31, can sell that for $45.55, and that for $30,000, which I am quite a fan of. 80 to mana? That's crazy town. That is absolutely crazy town. That's a lot of mana, man. That is a lot to mana. That would be definitely useful if we were playing as the Sorceress, which right now we're not, but if we were, that'd be super useful. That would be super nice to have if we were playing as the Sorceress. But so she deals exploding arrow shots. They're not just fire arrow shots, they're exploding arrow shots, which makes that even more irritating, which is just fantastic times. And these death brawlers are going to annihilate my skeletons. It's pretty freaking fantastic, man. But they don't have very much life, which is really the good thing about all this, is that they really don't have that much life. Wahid, could you actually make an effort to actually fight these things? I would be much happier if you did make an effort to actually fight these things rather than just wander around aimlessly. Champion Death Brawlers. How frustrating. How not really all that difficult to deal with they are. They are just a nuisance, that's really all they are. It's just an annoying little nuisance. Because when we're fighting them by themselves, they're really not that much of a problem. Okay, let's go ahead and get our skeletons back here. And hopefully we can actually do all of this without dying too much. That would be, you know, much preferred. Be much preferable if we could do all this without dying all that much. Oh no! Grey Killer the Mauler, he's cold enchanted and extra fast. Whatever shall we do about a cold enchanted firecaster? Absolutely insanity cheese. Oh no! Man, that Cold Nova deals a lot of damage. Yeah, that Frost Nova deals an absurd amount of damage. So what I need to start paying attention to is not being right up next to these elites that have Cold Enchanted, because yeah, it seems like in general they all have a very powerful Frost Nova that deals a huge amount of damage to me. So I need to start being more careful about that Shark Tooth armor. I might actually raise my Iron Golem off of that, in all honesty. In all honesty, I might wind up doing that. But I'm not entirely positive. Can you guys please just kill this Demon Gremlin? It's really not all that hard to do. It's just a Demon Gremlin. It's just a lone Demon Gremlin that exists. He's all by himself. All by himself, up in a corner. So it shouldn't be all too difficult to deal with fighting him. These guys are going to be a problem, though. Rust Thorn, multiple shots. He also has a Fire Aura, which is a significant problem. But I think we can raise our skeletons off of what we have here. I think we're good to do such things. Now I need to go ahead and decrepify all these ranged attackers. If I don't, I'm going to be taking a lot of damage. So can we please just destroy this evil demon hut before they continue to spawn more and more gremlins? That seems to be the first thing we want to be doing, is getting rid of that. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of that quickly. Wow, they deal so much fire damage. That is absolutely insane how much fire damage they deal. Oh no, my Iron Golem is dying. My Iron Golem is dying. I don't want him to die. I'm not ready to revive him yet. Where's that Shark Tooth armor? There it is. Go ahead and take that Shark Tooth armor, because I feel like I might revive my Iron Golem off of that. I'm thinking that's what I might want to do, unless I give it to myself, which I might also do. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to have to take a look and see how strong it is. Just going to have to take a look and see how strong it is. A Sele. Interesting. Don't desperately need that, per se. So I'm not necessarily concerned about that. Alright, let's go ahead and go back to town real quick here. Hold on, I need to buy some more town portal scrolls. So thank you very much. You know what? I'm not going to bother going all the way to Deckard. I'm just going to go ahead and identify this here. It's only cold resist 15, though. It's also got less defense than what I'm currently holding. So it's probably not worth it at all. So I think what we're going to go ahead and go with is just to unsell that. We can sell it for a whole 30,000 gold, so I would say that's probably worth the money to sell. So let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Let's go ahead and sell that off. Nothing worth. Hold on a second here. There is a helmet here that is socketed. So I think what I might do is I might socket that helmet with some runes. So hold on, let me go ahead and kill off this crowd of enemies here. Kill off this crowd of demons here, and then we'll go back to town real quick. Okay, we're going back to town a lot, but I want to see if we have any runes that might work well. We don't have like any runes right now. That's the main problem. That is the main problem right now. Yeah, there are no actual rune words for what we have here. So honestly, it's not really worth using up these runes for this. It's really not. It's really not worth using up runes for this, so I'm not going to. I am just going to go ahead and sell this. I mean, 8605 gold isn't bad, so, you know, I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, we just don't have any runes right now. That's the main problem. We just don't have really any runes to work with right now. That would be the problem we are finding ourselves presented with right now, is that we just don't have any runes. We just do not have any. This barricaded door has no business having so much health. Oh no, Sharptooth Slayer. How are we gonna deal with Sharptooth Slayer? That's the big question. Got the wrong aura out right now. Using the wrong aura right now, which is not necessarily what I want to be doing. So can we actually use the correct aura and reduce the damage of these bastards? Now, what I do know about the Frigid Highlands is that the Frigid Highlands is absolutely enormous. So we're going to be spending a lot of time in this area, no doubt. But can we actually destroy this barricaded tower without taking too much damage? That would be much preferable. That would be much preferable if we can destroy things without taking too much damage. But I want to fight Sharptooth Slayer, but the problem is that we're nowhere near fighting him at this point because of the fact that we're fighting so many things everywhere else. I'm not sure what just killed Wahid there. Not really sure what just killed Wahid there. He just took a huge amount of damage and died for some reason. Not entirely sure why he died. There must be some reason he died. I don't know what it is, though. I certainly don't know what the reason is, but he certainly did for some unknown reason. Ouch. Taking a lot of damage myself here. Taking a lot of unnecessary damage myself here, so let's go ahead and just curse all of these bastards and see if we can keep my minions alive. That'd be much preferable. Okay, raise the skeletons back to existence. Actually start dealing some damage back to all these bastards. Sharptooth Slayer, you're gonna come and attack us, huh? That's totally fine. You know, you come to us rather than us come to you. That makes our life a lot easier. There's no doubt about that. There's some scale mail that I can sell at Francisca. I don't need to sell to Francisca. Not necessarily a thing that I need to be selling, so I'm not going to sell it. Yeah, the main problem that I'm discovering about Act 5 so far is that the enemies are very scattered about. And it's leading to all of my minions being scattered about, and we're just fighting everything in like various little scattered groups, which isn't, you know, great for us, and we're not really making much progress as a result of that. Now, where is the, there you are. There's one right here. So let's go ahead and get our minions into the center of the world here. Free the soldiers from the prison and lead them back to town. Yes, I've got you guys. I'm letting you out. I'm letting you out, don't worry. I'm in the process of doing so. Rescue 10 more soldiers in the Frigid Highlands. So we have to make our way ever further through the Frigid Highlands. Ever further. Making more and more progress. Slowly but surely. And the good thing is that I can actually, you know, make... You know what I might do, actually? No, I don't think I want to... Well, yeah, I want to find a decent socketed chest piece that I can... Or a decent chest piece that I can socket. Because I want to give myself some, like, some resistances or some buffs that can come from socketing a piece of armor. So that's what I am in the process of looking for, is a better chest piece. I mean, what we have right now is pretty good, but it's only attacker takes damage of 1. That's all it is right now. And that, and I suppose some increased defense, but beyond that, that's really the only thing that it is, which isn't necessarily a great thing. Alright, raise our minions back to existence. Is that all there is? Is that everybody? I guess it's everybody. Okay, let's go ahead and get everybody back outside here. Get everybody back into one place. Get everybody back into one place. Because we're never going to be able to make progress through this if everybody's scattered about. So let's go ahead and make our way through all of this. Deal with these vile archers that have exploding arrows, which is a serious issue. But they don't have that much life, which is a good thing. They really don't have all that much life, which is perfect. But my skeletons are dying a painful death at the hands of these death brawlers, which I somewhat recall them being a problem in the last difficulty when we were going through this. So this isn't a surprise to me by any stretch of the imagination. I am very much familiar with all of this. Very much familiar with all this nonsense. Alright. Let's get our skeletons back here. That vile archer down there can piss right off. I'm not going to spend the rest of my life trying to fight it. We have progress to make. We have people to see and things to destroy. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Going to destroy the world and everything inside. Oh, so they don't always shoot exploding arrows. They just do it sometimes, which could prove to be a problem because I can't predict when exactly they're going to be firing their fire arrows. Can't predict when exactly they're going to be dealing more damage. Gothic plate. Whoa, okay. I might... Oh, it's only got 129 defense, though. That's the main problem. But it is 4-socketed, though. I like that it's 4-socketed. I might actually use that. Hold on a second. Let me kill off all these enemies here. Let me kill off all these enemies, and we'll head back to town and take a look and see what we've got, and see if we can make this thing better with some sockets. Let's see what we can do here. Again, this thing, it has a lot more defense, but what can we do anything with this? Hey guys, welcome to today's History Tidbit. Today we're going to talk about Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. What is Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer? Also referred to as MGM Pictures, it is an American film and television production and distribution company located in Culver City, California. It was founded in April 1922, and since 2022 it has been a subsidiary of Amazon. MGM formed when Marcus Lowe combined Metro Pictures, Goldwyn Pictures, and Louis B. Mayer Pictures into one company. It hired a large number of well-known actors on contract, and its slogan was, quote, "More stars than there are in heaven." It would go on to become Hollywood's most prestigious film company, producing many popular films and winning multiple awards. MGM owned film studios, movie lots, and technical production facilities across Hollywood and surrounding California. Its most prosperous era was between 1926 and 1959. In 1969, businessman Kurt Kerkorian bought a 40% of MGM and made major changes to the operation and direction of the studio. Hiring new management, he reduced the studio's output to only about 5 films a year and diversified its products. He's facilitated the creation of MGM Resorts International, a Las Vegas-based hotel and casino. In 1986, Kerkorian sold MGM to Ted Turner, who would retain the rights to the company film library, but Kerkorian would go on to reacquire MGM in a later deal. Years after, in 2005, Kerkorian sold MGM again in a deal that included Sony Pictures. Armor, 10 to dexterity, 15 damage goes to mana, 2 to mana. Yeah, we really don't have much. That's the main problem here. We really just don't have much. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do 30 cold resist. We'll do 31 to life. We'll do... what else do we want to do here? I suppose I could do 10 to dexterity. But does that help me at all? Not necessarily, so I'm not going to go with that. I'm going to go 31 to mana, I suppose, but does that help me? Not necessarily. Let's go with a perfect skull. And we'll do... a perfect amethyst. So we'll go ahead and wear that. Give ourselves some life, among other things. So I suppose that'll work. That'll work for the time being. 128, 296, give him that. Give him that, that'll work. And now I can sell the rest of this crap. So yeah, we have a little bit less defense, but we've got a little bit of buffing. Got a few buffs, so that's going to help out significantly. So that's good. That definitely helps. But since we have...
Can I help you?
Yeah, I suppose I'll just go ahead and socket that. What can you... How can you... Yeah, you only do one socket. Yeah, only one socket, which is not necessarily a good thing for us. So I suppose we'll go ahead and just leave that unsocketed until we can find something to socket that with. So we'll just go ahead and leave it as is for the time being. We'll go ahead and leave that as is for the time being. So yeah, we have less defense, but we have more life, and we have a higher health replenishing, among other things. And we regenerate more mana, and we have some more cold resistances, which is nice to see. So hopefully we can actually make use of this Gothic plate somehow or another. And hopefully it actually comes in useful. Hopefully it actually comes in somewhat useful. And now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like I should have raised my Iron Golem off of that Venom Ward breastplate. Now that I'm really thinking about it, I'm really starting to think about that fact that I didn't do that. I really feel like that probably would have been a smart thing to do. How much does it cost to get... who did I sell it to? Did I sell it to Larzik?
Afternoon.
Does Larzik even have it anymore? No, he doesn't. Not even. Oh well, not a big deal. Not a big deal. You need to stop doing what you're doing, Mr. Death Brawler. You need to calm down with your spike shooting self. Calm down with your spike shooting self. Alrighty then, they got the entire world here. Can we maybe find a set of soldiers that are trapped in this world? That is the... Ow, ow. Yeah, see, I didn't even get a chance to move there. Okay, let's actually not die a painful death at the hands of some spikes. That would be much appreciated. Can I actually survive? That'd be super nice. Hopefully not get attacked by too many spikes. I'd much appreciate it. Be much pleased if I didn't die to too many spikes. That'd be a seriously unfortunate thing to have happen. Be a massively unfortunate thing to have happen. I'd much rather not die here, guys. So thank you, but no thank you for the damage you are dealing to me right now. I want you guys to go away. Thank you very much. Okay, so I want you guys to start focusing my minions more than focusing me, please. I'd really appreciate it. Much rather you guys start focusing the minions rather than focusing me. This barricaded tower has no business having so much life. It has no business being so powerful. It's just a barricaded tower. That's all it is. I have 3 ice mages and 1 lightning mage. Who's my other mage? I have 2 lightning mages and 3 cold mages. What is dealing so much damage to me right now? Is it this frickin'... Yeah, it's this gremlin that decided to get into the tower finally. At some point, it finally decided to do that, and it decided to leave literally just as it was being destroyed. Okay, whatever you say, Mr. Guy. Whatever you want to do, Mr. Guy, is up to you, man. Now, is this going to be where we... Yes, there are some more barbarians here. Which is exactly what we like to see. We like to see some more barbarians hanging out here. Don't worry, I'm letting you guys out. Don't worry, I'm letting you out. Rescue 5 more soldiers, so we have to rescue only 5 more soldiers. Let's get everybody into one area here, as we always like to do. Hopefully actually have the right the right spell activated. That'd be super nice, instead of, you know, not having the right curse activated and then having a hard time doing what we want to do. God, what poisoned me? Is it a catapult? Did a catapult just fire some poison and poison me? Sure looks like it. That is definitely what it looks like here. Man, I'm gonna have to go buy potions now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go buy potions now. Oh man, and Wahid died. Fan-frickin-tastic. Okay, so are there gonna be more barbarians in this area? I mean, it seems like this could be a perfect place to have more barbarians. So I wouldn't be surprised if there were more. I forgot to buy potions. Yeah, is there gonna be more barbarians in this area? I'd be super pleased if there were. That'd make my life a lot easier if there were more barbarians in this area. But I can't guarantee no nothing. Especially with these freaking death brawlers everywhere dealing a huge amount of damage to me for no reason. It just seems like even running around to like protect yourself is like not even like the proper strategy. And all my skeletons are dying. No! That's not what I like to see. I don't like to see a bunch of dying skeletons. Can I just destroy this catapult, maybe, possibly? Prevent it from constantly shooting at me? That'd be super nice. If I could destroy this thing, keep it from doing damage to me. That would be much appreciated. So yeah, are there more barbarians around here? I mean, I don't see any. It'd be nice if there was. It'd be super nice if there was, but I'm not seeing any right now. Definitely not seeing any. Okay, everybody, I want you guys to be a little more focused. I want you guys to be a little more focused in what you're doing, instead of just scattering all about. Instead of just scattering all over the place, I want you guys to have some kind of control to your chaos. Hopefully you understand. Hopefully you understand the logic I am presenting. But that's the thing with this act so far, is that the enemies are just never ending. It's just a constant stream of enemies. And no, there are not more barbarians around here, which is very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed. So we're gonna have to make our way ever further through this in order to find more barbarians, which is fine, I suppose. It's not a huge deal, I guess. We can manage to do such things relatively easily, I guess. So let's go ahead and continue on forward. Continue on forward. And leave this previous area in the dust. Listen, I'm not gonna take damage from your spikes. I refuse to let it happen. I refuse to take unnecessary damage from your spikes. You guys are an irritant. You guys are a serious, serious irritant. Just a never-ending stream of enemies, and from all corners of the world. They are not showing up in any particular place, they are just spawning all over the place in random places. It's pretty great. It's exactly what I like to see. I don't know what you're talking about. It's exactly what I like to see, is enemies just spawning randomly in random-ass places. It's exactly what I want to have happen. Can you guys not get stuck behind bushes? That'd be super nice. You guys actually, you know, made an attempt at fighting these things rather than getting stuck behind bushes. I would be much appreciative if you made an effort to actually fight these things. That'd be super nice. I'd be much pleased. And much happier as a video gamer if you made some kind of attempt at actually fighting these things. I mean, even Decrepify isn't really doing all that much against these things. I mean, it's slowing them down, but their damage is so significant already that it's not really doing all that much for us. All right, let's continue on forward here. We have another gremlin hut, which I am not a fan of. Not necessarily a fan of another demon hut, because as this demon hut exists, we are going to have a constant stream of evil demons that decide to show up from this evil demon hut. The good thing is we can actually poison the evil demon hut, so it's exactly what we're going to try to do, is poison it, because for some reason it can be poisoned. Who knows why? But you know what? I'm not going to argue with it. I'm not going to complain about it. It just makes my life that much easier. That is all there is to it. It just makes my life that much easier. Raise my skeletons. Raise all my skeletons back into reality. Just so we have a full army yet again. It's a Scootum. No interest in a Scootum. No interest in a Scootum. Alright guys, I think that is where I am going to go ahead and call today's video. So thank you guys for watching this episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy it. I will see you guys next time when we complete the rest of this quest, explore the rest of the Frigid Highlands, and, well, see how much farther beyond that we can get. I was originally just going to do all of this in one video, but I'm anticipating the rest of this is going to take some time, so we're going to go ahead and wait for the next video to complete the rest of this. So thank you guys for watching, and as always, I am now a partner on YouTube, and as a partner on YouTube, you guys can now join my channel and become exclusive members for members-only content, including loyalty badges, access to live streams, members-only community posts, as well as video shoutouts. So please do consider making a contribution and joining up the channel. It really would mean the world to me. Your support up to this point already does mean the world to me. Just taking that extra step would mean that much more. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.